Hmm. So is this a V6 or a V8? It feels like a V8. However, the gas mileage that I'm getting and the way the engine sounds during acceleration, it leads me to believe it is a V6. But it could be deceiving. Let's find out. Alright, so it's the 3.6 liter V6 and not the 5.7 liter Hemi. Wow, I couldn't tell the difference, or at least it was hard to tell the difference. Hello, everyone. Today's or this week's weekly rental is the Dodge Charger 3.6 V6. Big bodied vehicle sitting on 17-inch tires. Really nice four-door, big-bodied sedan by Dodge. Gives it a really nice road presence. Under the hood, .6 liter V6 rear wheel drive beast. Let's take one more little look around the car. Aggressive stance. Gives it in pearl white. Four-door. Gives it a really nice road presence. Dual exhaust tips. Nice trunk push button. Press it twice on the key fob. Pops up. I think trunk space could have been bigger. However, since this fits as a four-door, some of that space was taken up by the back seat. Let's do the rear push button gas. Let's do the rear seat knee test. Once again, I'm 6 foot. This is my driver's seating position. I'm gonna hop on in. And let's see how much knee room I have, which is pretty nice. It's kind of along the lines of some other compact SUVs. Good headroom for the back seat. I do not feel claustrophobic. I have about half a hand's length in here. Wrapped arm area, rear power windows, hard plastic, storage bin and cup holder, storage area in the rear driver's side, Nice air vents for the back, 2 USB ports for the front. Yeah, this is good. Definitely fit 2 adults in the back quite comfortably. Rear midsection folds down as an armrest and cup holders for the passengers. Yeah, this would be really nice for passengers in the back. They could be very comfortable. Well, let's hop in the front and see what we have. Okay, hopping in the front. Greeted with the dash, steering wheel wrapped in leather, feels nice, firm, with phone controls on the left, cruise control settings on the right. You have your power lights, automatic light settings, your trunk release, your dimmers, dashboard dimmers, power windows control, mirror controls, side mirrors controls, and power locks. Dash is analog with middle digital center information center. Push button start her up. Get that nice throaty sound, and the digital information lights up along with the analog. Moving on to the top, you have vanity mirrors and then also your extender to the side. Not much on the top. You have your push button lights, rear view mirrors. Dropping on down, you have a 7-inch touchscreen with Uconnect. You have your AC controls over here near the bottom, your radio controls knob right here, easy mute, easy screen off, traction control, parking alerts. Moving on over, you have a small storage area and a 12-volt DC input. USBs are not located here. Really like the gear shifter, how the displays are lighted up in this area. Nice little storage area. Easy to put keys on here. 2 cup holders. USB, 2 USBs and an auxiliary in the rear glove compartment. I like it because this actually connects to the radio system, so when you're wired, you could unplug it and stash the wire here out of visibility range. You have your coin holder tray. Take it out, unveils another 12-volt DC source. One last thing about the center, if you take the cup, any drinks out of the cup holder, it does cover up on this side for easy concealment. Over on this end, the glove compartment, nice size, bottom area, shelved area on top for better organization. Overall, seating in the cabin on the driver's side is very comfortable. It can even made further comfortable with the omnidirectional seating area. You got up, down, forward, back, all directions, and you could adjust it to your needs to make it better or worse. Let's take this Dodge Charger on the road and talk about how it drives. My overall driving impressions of the Dodge Charger are mostly positive. This is a very solid vehicle. Very relaxed driving experience, but at the same time can also be fun to drive. Has plenty of power coming out of the 2.6 liter V6. Braking is solid. Steering is responsive. Ride quality is comfortable. Cabin noise is very minimal. Car drives great in the city. Very well on the highways, and even comfortable sitting in traffic. On the highway, it's very relaxed. You feel confident on the road. It has a big presence on the road as well. Since it's a big and heavy car, it doesn't get tossed around by any crosswinds or 18-wheelers passing by. It's a very solid feel to it. Stereo system is great. Lots of bass. I like. Decent amount of technology, especially through its infotainment with the One Uconnect system. And surprisingly, it does great on, not great, but decent on gas mileage. I think that's because of the V6 versus maybe like a V8 from the 5.7 liter Hemi engine. So the 3.6 is a little bit better on mileage. The negatives for this vehicle is really just splitting hairs. It's not any deal breakers. For one, if you're not used to driving big bodied vehicles, that will take some time to get used to. to get adjusted with, but it shouldn't really take too long. The other would be parking. Since it's kind of long and wide, you would have to get kind of used to parking. I could never get parking straight, but after a few tries, it was easy to do. It does lack on some standard safety features that are common in most vehicles nowadays, such as lane departure detection, blind spot detection, collision avoidance, and things like that. Overall, I rate this an A as a rental car. And the more and more I get to rent these V6, V8 vehicles, I'm starting to like it, and it seems a little bit more practical as a rental, because the only downside is maybe the bad fuel economy. But these V6s have become very fuel efficient, where for a short-term rental, the extra cost of the gas is pretty negligible. If you're gonna rent it for under a week, then getting this renting larger cars like this would be a non-issue. Now, maybe if it's a week or more, then I would probably consider a more fuel efficient vehicle. But for a short term, yeah, I would say just go ahead and rent these bigger displacement engine vehicles that provide more horsepower. You just feel more confident on the road. You have better power delivery, and it's just an overall better driving experience. These cars are more relaxed, you're less stressed on the road, and it plays a big part if you're especially traveling on the road